really thought about what the importance was of handwriting and to write down your thoughts and to get things on paper and looking back at things that you've done, introspection, the importance of actually writing, and even if it's just like a scenario, to just write about it is one of the most freeing things because it allows you to distance yourself from your feelings while also like analyzing the things that you really want to say and having writing that is specifically for you, and it's not projecting anything onto anyone else and it's not for anyone else's enjoyment. It helps you start to realize the things that you need to say, the things you want to say, and it clarifies. It's this really beautiful way of getting parts of yourself out so that you can really start to see yourself from a different perspective. And I think that too often do we get caught up in how other people see us, but we don't really think about how we see ourselves. And the great thing about writing is that it allows you to do that in a non-vain way. So you're not putting yourself into a higher position by writing about yourself or conflict within yourself. But it's really about understanding why you're feeling a way or why you want to talk about what you're talking about. You don't remember things when you put them on the computer. You just don't. But the written word has so much more tangible quality. It has a sense of permanence. And it makes you think a little bit harder when you put that pen to the page. And that's really scary. And I think a lot of people don't do that enough. But to push yourself and stretch yourself it's a really beautiful and demanding thing that I think more people should start to do.
I wanted to write you a poem about being a strong woman. Like that time that I pushed a man away like the kickback of a shotgun when he tried to place his improper fingers on my trigger. I am not a toy for you to aim and command. I have a right to my own explosions. Or that one time. I could write about that one time that I ignited a human with just my words and then walked away, knowing that the only spark I need is the one that's placed on my diction, or that one time in high school, or that one time in college, or that one time the day before last when a man asked me if I was a romantic, and I said yes, but not the kind that you know. I am Poe's raven, Mary Shelley's monster sown from death, Ishmael white whale swallow you whole romance. I told him that I am dark on chaos thunder treetops type of woman. And I loved watching him sink back in fear at these words. I want to write down a battle cry, a sonnet of spit and sweat and sex. I want to tell you how I built my body like a pyramid, and those stones will not be moved so easily. Look at me like a strong woman, and I will give you all of the poetry that I can scrape from my tongue with a toothbrush. But as I write this, I find my words to be falling short. Not quite enough syllables to fill up the silence, plucking at them like fruit on a vine in an eon of drought. Before we continue this conversation today, you should know that I feel like I will never be pretty enough. Never skinny enough to walk without breaking the glass barrier between my body and my monsterhood. Huddled in the corner of a tank, I am not a spectacle. But I confess that I still paint my face for someone else's portrait, like that one time that he told me that I look better with my hair straightened, and for 3 weeks that is all I believed. Or that time when he told me that if I just lost 10 to 15 pounds, I would be prettier than Laura. Or that one time where all I wanted to do was to just stop eating everything. Like that is a solution to feeling like a boulder stuck in a stream. It is fake, it is folly, and it is just bullshit. The way that we push ourselves away from every lauded feature we have as if it is some kind of sin to feel worthy. My father's eyes were heavy the day he told me he realized his failure to raise 3 strong women, making every I love you, you are beautiful, I am proud of you, my daughter, making them float away like a stick tossed into a river. There are women washing away in water, still weighing their values on how many strangers offer them affection in a dark room. I want to write a poem that doesn't lie to you, that doesn't cover up the fact that every morning I struggle to put on the right sized integrity without feeling like I don't fit inside of my own dresser. I am dust and a sinking ship and burning in an eon of drought. Please, do not tell me what a strong woman looks like to you. Because if she is not broken into 100 pieces and then put back together, sewn from death, how am I ever going to write a poem about that one time that I cracked shattered, and then picked myself up the way that only a strong woman would know how to.
Who the fuck is this like 40-year-old man like asking me if I'm a romantic? Like, go fuck yourself, you know?